As we were packing everything, our client from New Zealand were going to pass through Torongla Pass that day and wait for us at Kakbeni. I honestly forgot the date, but it was back in 2021, so let me start by saying this. Hello guys, I'm Mustang like packing Heading out from Kathmandu, Himalayan Single Track was me, Santosh Dai and Binod. Binod was our driver for this trip. He has and have been a lot of time to Mustang, so we could count on his driving skills. So we left HST at around 9 am and going through highway, all sort of thoughts were going through my mind. Ever since I started dreaming about making a life or a career out of mountain biking, Mustang was on top of my bucket list. It was my dream to go and ride up there. Now I was finally going to do it. Made me excited and wonder what kind of trails, places and people will I get to meet up here. I'm sure you are wondering why after 2 years I'm posting it, and to answer that questions I can make a whole new video. It is just that after I left HST, a lot of things have happened and I even left riding for 1 whole year. All I can say now is this: at the time I didn't have the gears and editing skills that I have right now, so making that video at that time would have completely ruined it. So let's get back to highway. As we reached Pokhara, we stayed at a hotel named Hostel. Next morning we woke up early and started preparing ourselves for the day. After packing everything in our vehicle, we started heading towards our ultimate destination, Mustang. I don't know why, but we didn't eat anything and left empty stomach. I honestly love Pokhara. Pokhara is like my second home. As we left Pokhara and started heading towards Beni, all those memories from that place started flashing back in my mind. Beni Bazaar is what I call my first home because that's where I have spent 16 years of my life. I think I don't need to explain anybody what kind of place Mustang is. What I'm here for is to explain what kind of landscape and trails are up there, which everyone should experience once in their life. So as we left Beni and headed to Mustang, I think I knew and all of we knew that the roads are going to be kind of messed up to Gaza, and so it was. Up to this point it was due to excitement or what, I don't know, but we haven't ate anything and we were not hungry at all. Why including Santosh Dai was excited about this trip is because after COVID no one had ever touched the trails of Mustang and we were going to become the first person to ride on those fresh trails, so he was happy and excited. I was more than happy. I was flying. As we reached Rupse waterfall, there we had our first traffic jam up in the mountains. In Nepal, road construction is like where the dozer goes, the road follows, and some heavy rainfall ultimately damages the roads in our country. So was the case here. After spending an hour and trying to figure out how to clear the way so that all the vehicles could pass through it, we were finally able to take our vehicles and move on. And then finally after crossing Gaza and reaching Leyte, hunger started starving 3 of us. So we stopped at some restaurant of Leyte and had some food around 3 PM and headed towards Marfa.
खोइ त म त छौ दाजु
पर्दैन हजुर मान्छे मात्रै सानो हो खोइ चाहिँ बब्बालै छ.
Traveling means life itself. We travel not to escape life, but to embrace it. When we were about to enter Marfa, oh my gosh, the beach road up in the mountain and the evening golden hour made everything look unreal. Driving through that place just felt different, as if we were in different world. Everything looked so beautiful. We were at that place on the right time. We reached Marfa, then Zomsum and then Kakbeni nearly around 6 PM. Mustang has its own unique desert-like looks, but it's cold, windy and with mountains, completely opposite of how real deserts are. We stayed at Yakdonal that day and there we met our client, and I will explain about them in another video. So after meeting them and bringing our bags and everything into our room, we washed ourselves, had some dinners and a little bit of briefing at the evening, and we all went to our beds early for tomorrow. So finally the morning of the day which will change my life completely. Good morning was what I said to myself, to Mustang, to all, and to my mountain bike. That day only me and Santosh Dai was able to go for the ride. Why only two of us? Having been done the Annapurna circuit, our guests needed more time to rest, and for me and Santosh Dai to keep up with them and the environment of that place, we needed to go for a acclimatization process. When he approached me and asked me to get both of our bike ready, so I did it, and after breakfast we both get ready for an epic adventure out on the trail, just two of us. I was so excited, at the same time I was nervous too, because it was my first time riding in such condition and place. So we left Yagdonol, left Kakbeni, crossed the bridge, and then we started 5 hours climb up to the top. Santosh Dai knew it was going to take a lot of time, so he didn't rush it too much. Instead, we would stop a lot to rest, explore and enjoy the moment by observing the view. At a point, there came a small village, and crossing through kind of gave me chill in my body, because it gave me such a realization that people are still living in such a way where they are somehow disconnected from the information age and fast moving chaotic world. Our journey continued as we passed the village and through a small human-made pond. We stopped at one place and rewrote it just to get a feel for the bike, and we prepared ourselves for the climb. Oh, the climb. Oof. Probably one of the most hardest climb I have ever done in my life. Since Santosh Dai was there with me, his humor is what kept me distracted from the pain. If you spend some time with him, you will understand who he is and what kind of person he is. His love and passion for traveling on a mountain bike is very pure, and it comes inside from his heart. Not only that, in his life he has faced a lot and gone through a lot. And from a boy living in a village to start his own mountain bike industry, whose name and reputation have spread all over the world, is really inspiring and something to look and learn from. It is because of what he have gone through have made him the humble, joyful person with full of energy. For me, he's like father to me in mountain biking world. So we finally reached the top after 4.5 hours of climb, and oh my gosh, the view was just jaw-opening. You could see whole upper Mustang from top there. Wow, someplace it was. We spent roughly an hour up there, and after resting we both prepared ourselves for descent. So I headed first and Santosh Dai followed me. First section was great and fast, but the real fun was down ahead. So we were heading down, and a moment appeared itself when I was a little bit farther away from Santosh Dai, and you can hear him talking to himself and coming down. So there was this one turn, so as I followed that turn, a red color fox was coming up as I was going down. I was surprised seeing the fox, and the fox was surprised seeing me too. We both didn't know what to do. I was confused, should I ride towards him or not? So the fox was confused too, should he come towards me or not? We both just paused there for a moment, and then there was Santosh Dai coming right behind me, all shouting, "Oh, bhai chal, kuda na bhai, kuda!" So let me just show you the footage.
Wow, sial कुदाउन भाइ भाइ कुदाउन हे तेरिका भाइ यस्ता मान्छे कुदाउन फास्ट सियाल पनि खेलाउन नसक्ने कुदाउन हर्रे भाइ ओ कुदा फास्ट 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 सियाल 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 यस यस कुदा 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 कुदा
That by far was the most memorable moment for both of us. Then we headed on our way, so did the fox. Then there was another beautifully man-made pond, or should I call it a lake? I don't know, but it was beautiful. We decided to stop and spend some time there, so I took the opportunity to run here and there to capture some footage. A moment just came when I was few meters away from Santosh Dai, and he was holding his bike very near to the pond. I immediately told Santosh Dai not to move. So as he was standing still, I brought that camera's viewfinder towards my eye and I just snapped it. That photo that I took that day was by far one of the best photo I have ever taken in my life. I haven't shown it to anybody, and I honestly haven't posted it in any kind of social media yet, because after leaving Himalayan Single Track, I wanted to gift him something, and that one particular photo that I took during our trip had always been on my mind, and I've always been dreaming of printing it out, framing it properly, and gifting it to Santosh Dai. I wanted it to be something special that both of us would remember until we leave this planet. So I was planning to make a video of our journey and the moment when I gift him that gift. So the title of this video is Gift of Gratitude. I am really grateful to Santosh Dai. When I was in that stage of my life where I was not sure if things were going to work out for me or not, he led me into his life and showed that trust on me, showed me the world of mountain biking and the business related to it, gave me the opportunity to represent Himalayan Single Track to people and world. He used to push me a lot of time in the workshop, but at that time I was just coming to the real world and didn't understand why it was so harsh and hard to cope with everything. But now when I look back and think about all those time, I realized that he was trying to make me strong. He knew that the world wasn't some kind of child's play thing. He knew world and reality is harsh and we need to be strong, wise and a leader to survive in this world. When HST gave me the opportunity to work at their workshop and explore Upper Mustang with the team, I was more than happy. It meant a lot to me and I'm really proud that I spent 2 years of my life with such a wonderful people. This video is to share my gratitude to Santosh Dai, as I am really thankful to him for him to show that trust on someone who was nobody for him. Just because I was passionate about mountain biking, he let me work at his workshop and took me for a lot of rides and met me with a lot of great people. This video was all dedicated to Santosh Dai, my gift of gratitude, as I consider him father in the world of mountain biking.
के हो सरप्राइज भाइ What is this? भाइ यो के हो यस्तो
खोल्नु न पहिला लेट्स सी
कत्रो सरप्राइज ल्याएको छ मेरो भाइ खोल्नुभन्दा पहिले चाहिँ म हेर्छु नि त हैन म्यान के ल्यायो यो लाइफमा म अहिले सरप्राइज पाउन थालेको छु नि जे कुरा पनि सरप्राइज हुन्छ भाइ अनि के छ भाइ यो भित्र भन्दा पनि तिम्रो हालखबर के छ Can I see this?
यस्तै तपाईले हेर्नु भनेर ल्याएको
पहिला आफै हेर्नु पर्यो
क्यामेरा देखाइदिनु त
Oh man.
आयो क्यामेरा
Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. Wow.
याद गर्नुभयो ठ्याक्कै तपाईहरु म राइड गर्दाखेरि
त्यही त है भाइ अनि पाले खिचेको हैन त्यहाँ माथि बस्दै है Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Just one of the best moment memory हुन सबै त्यो चाहिँ
हैन भाइ तिमी चाहिँ anytime anywhere तिमीलाई वेलकम छ फर्स्ट टु कम बाइकिङ इन्डस्ट्री है डे बाई डे इट्स ग्रोइङ अनि तिमी त फेरि धेरै कुरा बुझेको छ साइक्लिङमा अहिले जो त टुगेदर ठीक है अझै पनि मेरो के भन्छु भने भाइ त्यहाँ अब गाह्रो हुन्छ